welcome back to One Girl Evolution. It is the week of Christmas, and that is what I celebrate. And this is my Christmas sweater. It is a man's torso with suspenders and Christmas lights and some kissies on it. And he's got hairy arms. I also have some Christmas slippers that are really fun. I have elf ones. Oh, my light turned off. 1 second. Let me know if this even, you guys get a close-up on the shirt, if this even makes a difference, this light. I don't see it, but we're using it. We're using it anyway. Okay, I have other slippers too. I know this is a sweater, but I have fun slippers. I have these slippers that have it's like a man's foot and like fur. It's like their hair in the hair. It's really funny. And then I have other elf ones. I don't know why I did that for elves, but they're really cute. Maybe I'll show you them at the end of the video at some point. Let's get into it. This week is, it is the holidays. The holidays begin in my family. I don't know why I sighed like that. I guess I'm tired thinking about them. I'm just tired myself this week. It's that time. I won't bore you with the details. But today's episode, we're going to be talking about a few things, all holiday related. So I think I need to clean my glasses. So the first topic is presents. Being present is a present. Presents is a present. Really nice. Then we're going to get into some traditions. I don't really have that many, so that'll be quick. And then I want to talk about Elf on the Shelf, because I love those little guys, and I got a grown-up version, and I'm going to show you him. I probably still have my old one somewhere. We're not finding him, but we're going to talk about him. Happy holidays. I hope you enjoy. Presents is a present. Firmly believe that. Do I struggle with it? Yes. I feel like so many people do. But I feel like the people who have grasped it, I'm working on my enunciation. So bear with me. But I feel like the people who have grasped that, they're very, I don't know why the word I want to say is strong, but they have a very strong, ability to be present. That's the word. That's what I was looking for. To be present and in the present moment and, compartmentalize, in a sense, and put away whatever is maybe ailing them or bothering them or they're dealing with, and they can be in the moment. And I've been practicing that. So I had a friend's birthday a few weeks ago, and this you'll understand why it's holiday related later, but I had a friend's birthday a few weeks ago, and I was really excited about it, but I didn't really know, or I knew people at the party, but I wasn't close to too many people, and so I was kind of just going. I'm sure so many people have done this. You're just going and you don't really know who you're gonna speak to, but that's fine. And so I kind of just told myself, I'm going to celebrate my friend. It's her birthday, and I'm gonna be in the moment. Was I on my phone at times? Yes, sadly I did break a bit, but I tried my best not to be into just observe and watch the party and partake in the festivities. I partook in the game. I was very proud of myself. And I did very well. And in the food and the drinks and just talking to who you can, and you have conversations that you didn't expect to have. And so I just tried to be really present and just see what unfolded. And I was really proud of myself. Do I think I could have done better? Yes. Was that my first time, like, really trying and, like, intentionally doing such a thing? Yes. So giving myself grace, because I think I did a pretty good job for my first time out. Why I bring this up is I feel like during the holiday times, people, like, it's easier to be present. It's easier to, like, forget about your worries. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I watched A Christmas Carol. It's a great movie. Everyone go watch it. Specifically, specifically, The Muppet. The Muppet's A Christmas Carol. Very good. You learn a lot. It took me and my best friend like 3 hours to watch it. It's like an hour, 30-minute movie. It took us like 3 hours. Just kept pausing it to talk. Given we haven't seen each other since the summertime, so we had lots to catch up on. But it was so beautiful, and I'm glad we stuck it out and we finished it, because we were about to give up at one point. So I implore you all to watch Muppets: A Christmas Carol. It was very nice. It really reminded me the importance of being present, and also how easy it is to be present during the holiday time, and like why that is, or why what I took from the movie and like kind of what it said. Watch it for yourself. But like it's easier because like your worries like leave you better, in other words. But like you find it easier, I feel like, to let your worries leave you, and like focusing on like family time and like traditions, what we're gonna get into, and like, you know, your plans and the vacation and whatever you do to create joy around this time. Yeah, that's what you're focusing in on, so you want to be present and you want to focus in on it. And so, I don't know, I just thought, like, this is what they said in the movie, to like bring Christmas time all year round, and I want to try and do that. And so you guys are going to hold me accountable, and I want to spread that if anyone wants to try it out too. And bring it all year round and see if we can be present throughout the year, even though it's not the holiday season, because the holiday season is so exciting. So it's easier to be present. All the lights and the songs and the yummy food, fun music. It's a nice, cheerful time. And even though the world maybe isn't cheerful all year round, you can be, and you can bring that joy, even though it's hard sometimes. I was actually talking to my sister today. You know, we gotta wallow sometimes, but I'm gonna keep bringing the positivity. I'm gonna keep on until it's, I don't know why I got so dark. I said my head was like, till it's beating out of me. No, I'm not gonna do that. But, you know, keep it positive. But yeah, being present like your presence and being present is a present because you're special. That's why it's present. And you bring love and light to people that you don't even realize. But then also when you are being, like, the act of being present, like, I don't know, you're lighter, and like you don't care as much about like what you're not as self-aware, I guess, in a sense. And like maybe like if you're overly critical of yourself, which I tend to be, when I'm being present, I see myself doing less of that, and I'm just like focusing in on what the person I'm talking to is saying, or what the music is, or you know, what it is that we're doing, instead of so much thinking about what I'm doing and like what, you know. Is that a good thing? I think so. Obviously, I'm thinking about what I'm doing. But not being so critical of yourself. And I don't know, you remember the moment more, and like you kind of just take a second and like you look around and like you think like you're never gonna be in this moment again, and like that's crazy. Like this is the only time that it'll be exactly like this. So like enjoy it and just like think about that. And like really take it in, because you never know like what tomorrow could bring, what next year could bring, all the things. And so you don't want to be in that mentality, or in the mentality of like what you were doing last year or 10 years ago, you know? This is what you're doing right now. And if you don't like it, change something about it. I don't know. Trust me, I tell myself that all the time. If I don't like it, I change something about it. Have I? Not as much as I could probably say. But we're working on it. And you're the creator of your own reality. So be present, and your presence is a present, and people love you. Yeah. Be present this holiday season. Aww. Alert. Alert. It's a new crush of the week. Did you get alerted? Okay, good. So my crush of the week, and remember, I want to hear yours, so let me know them. My crush of the week is, and it's not necessary, it's like in this time, okay? Not in the time we are right now. In the 90s, when it was happening. Tim Allen as Santa Claus. Come at me. Hear me out. Love him. Love him. That's my crush of the week. Specifically as Santa Claus. Okay, we're keeping it holiday themed. No free features. Look at the holiday theme. This is the hat I would wear if I was the Mrs. Claus in the 90s, and not the high school teacher. Principal, sorry, let me not disrespect her. This is my application photo. I'm kidding. What's yours? Just asking, just curious. You don't have to let me know. But that's mine. Traditions. My family doesn't have that many. But I do want to hear if you and yours have any. So definitely share with the class. Maybe I'll force my family to do so. But traditions, as far as my family goes, we really just, like decorate, like set up the tree. We put out stockings. I like to put out milk and cookies for Santa. Even though we're older, he still comes and someone eats them. It's fine. He does. He comes. But traditions, like family-wise, we do White Elephant on Nochebuena, which is Christmas Eve. And I love that. I actually got this as a white elephant. That's hilarious. Like, whoever gave this, thank you. I might have stolen it too from someone, because you can do that in the game. You can steal the gifts. I'm sure you know. I'm sure everyone has played it. I don't know. What else do we do? We also eat like lechon, like we have pig on Christmas Eve on Nochebuena. The next morning, Christmas morning, we open our presents. It's very generic vibes. Like, we don't really have any, like, special, like, family traditions. I don't think. I like to put, like, we put out a nativity scene, and I like to put away the baby Jesus until Christmas, because that's when he was born. Like, why would he be there before? That's my thought process. I know that it's just a reenactment, and it's not when he was actually born, because that happened a bit ago. But if we're gonna, I like to be true to reenactments. I'm like a purist. Like with Halloween, I know it's not Halloween, but like if I'm gonna do a costume, like I want to do it right. Like, I was a cave woman once, and the jewelry had to be what a cave woman would have worn. So I got like fish bone earrings. They were made out of metal, but like, work with me, okay? I'm not gonna. Okay, they were like fish bone, and it looked like a fish skeleton. Like, that's what she would wear. That would be her jewelry. She's not gonna be wearing. Definitely not this. You know, I'm sure my other jewelry, like, but like, it was like reimagined. Like, I put a butterfly here. I don't have it on right now, but I usually have a butterfly earring on. I put a butterfly there, like, I don't know, the safety pin. I'm sure they had like a form of facet for their clothes. Come on. Is that the right word, facet? I don't know, but like a form of connecting them. But whatever. I'm a purist. So, I like to do things as they should. He's not here. He's not born yet. So we put him in a drawer under some manteles, like under some tablecloths, like whatever. And when it's, I think it's like on Noche Buena, I'll take him out. Because like, he's born in, like, in the middle of the night, probably. I don't know. We don't really exact dates or hours or whatever. But yeah, that's probably one tradition. We're going to talk about Elf on the Shelf. That was one I had growing up, because that's when it kind of started, when I was in elementary school. And we also had a reindeer. We'll talk about them. We'll talk about them later. Mostly, like, traditions are like watching movies, like the holiday movies, which I've been sharing with you guys, the ones that I watch. But like, other than that, like, I don't know. Me and my family, we're not big traditionalists, I guess you could say. I am starting a new one this year. Obviously, you should get your pet a gift for Christmas. If you don't, I'm judging you a little bit. But like, they're part of the fam bam. They should be getting gifts. And obviously, my puppy gets gifts every year, since he's been born. And I saw like a dog psychic say that dogs understand the concept of Christmas, and like that you give gifts and you get gifts, and so they don't want to just get gifts, they want to give gifts to you too. So my dog got me a gift this year. Spoiler, I know what it is. He doesn't know that though, but he knows that he got me something. And so I'm gonna wrap it up and then be all surprised when I open it and be like, thank you, my Kenji boy. I'm very excited to do that. His gift, I don't know what other people got me, obviously. It's not Christmas yet. But his gift might be my favorite. I've been very partial to it. I'm very excited about. But yeah, other traditions, stockings. You know what tradition I do love though, that people I know don't do, and I told someone this the other day, and they actually looked at me like I was crazy. So you tell me. But I heard about a Christmas pickle, and so you put the pickle in the Christmas tree, and whoever finds it gets like an extra gift. Like, there's like a Christmas pickle gift. I don't know the rules. I don't know how it works. I would love to incorporate it into my family. Would they want to participate? I don't know that they would. But I think that's so cute, and I want it to be an ornament. I don't want an ornament. I don't want it to be an actual pickle in my tree, because I would want to eat it. And then it'd be full of pine. And then that'd be kind of gross. Or wait, my tree is fake. Sadly. We used to get a real tree. That was a tradition. But then we went to the fake tree route. I know. I told you, I'm a purist. Like, obviously I want a real tree. But you know, the maintenance of it, I don't have the same car I used to. I don't know how much that applies to it. Real trees are to be expensive. But they're so beautiful and I love them. I'm gonna have a real tree when I have my own quarters. But for now we have a fake tree. Still wouldn't put a real pickle in there. So it'd be a fake little ornamental pickle. And whoever finds it gets a little present. I think that's so cute. I don't know what the present would be, but I'm not gonna be the one to choose it. I don't wanna be part of the game. I feel like the tree would also have to be bigger than the one we have, because then it'd be pretty easy to spot. That's very annoying. Okay, never mind. The Christmas pickle out the window. We're tossing the idea. But if you want to partake, go ahead. Let me know how it goes. And if you won, I'll be jealous because I don't want to win the Christmas pickle. Traditions. What are some of your family traditions? What are some of your favorite family traditions? I wish I had more for you. I don't have it. That's so sad. And then watch my family be like, look, we have... And then... But I can't think of any right now. Truly, genuinely. Trying my hardest, racking my brain. Family, let me know. This is TV Show Club. And I'll be telling you about the movies I watched recently about Christmas. Or the holiday. Yeah, no, they're all about Christmas. I'm so sorry. So, all I've watched is... Oh, I watched Home Alone, and I began Home Alone 2. Go in the middle of it. But the first one, dude, they are horrible to Kevin. I'm sure everyone, I hope everyone sees that. God, they're horrible to Kevin. That poor guy made me sad the whole time. Or most of the time. They need to do better. They need to treat Kevin better. I want another one with the same family of them all apologizing to Kevin for the way they all gaslit him and were horrible to him. Make it happen. And then we spoke about this. I watched The Muppets at Christmas Carol. Beautiful, amazing, very, very wholesome, very makes you think, makes you appreciate. I've been a little bit of a Scrooge this holiday season, so sorry. I'm trying to be a little bit jollier. I really want to watch, though, which I didn't have it on my list before, is the Mickey's Once Upon and Twice Upon a Christmas. I love those films. They're films. They are amazing. I can't remember which one it is, but one of them has the story, and it's an actual story. It's an actual story, but they changed it to Mickey and Minnie. And so the actual story goes that this woman had like beautiful long hair, and her husband or her boyfriend, whatever, had this watch, this pocket watch, but he didn't have anything to hold it on, and she didn't have like a nice comb for her hair, and his pocket watch was really nice. Very good one. And so they both wanted to get each other meaningful gifts for Christmas. And so she donated her hair, she cut it off so she could get him like I'm not sure if it's a holder or like a latch for his wrist for the watch. and he sold his watch and bought her a comb, like the nice comb for her to do her hair. And they gave each other their gifts, and they're like I think she had a hat on, and she's like, here's yours, and he's like, oh, use yours, and then they were both like, whoa. And he was like, I don't got the time. And it's just a beautiful story about how for the person you love, you would give like your prized possession because you love them, and you would want to give them something that they would value. It's beautiful. It's very consumerism. But I think it's beautiful in the sense of like, I would give anything up to make you happy. Not that so much. And so in the Mickey version, Mickey has a watch that stays consistent, but Minnie has a harmonica, and he buys her like a harmonica case. She sold her harmonica to get him his watch holder, and he sold his watch to get her the harmonica case. It's just beautiful, and I love it. I don't know why I love it so much, but it does something to me. There's also a whole bit about Minnie and Daisy ice skating, and Daisy also has alligators. I think it's Daisy who has the alligators in her set. It's like amazing. And it shows you why competition doesn't have to be that serious, especially amongst friends. We can all be winners. I don't know, I think it's beautiful. It like shows you little lessons, each of them. And even as adults, I think we need a reminder. And so I try and watch it every Christmas. Maybe I should keep that going. Watch it every 6 months. And it's what you've been waiting for. It's what you've been waiting for. I know. Let me get him for ya. Here is, I hope I can show him. I don't know. Whatever. Here's my Snoop on a stoop. He's all over TikTok, so if they don't let me show him, then that's kind of annoying. Here's my Snoop on a stoop. You can like bend his legs. It's pretty sick. He definitely doesn't feel like the other guy I had, but he's just as cute, and that's fine. He's gonna sit here on the Santa hat and join us for the rest of the episode. I don't even know if you could see him, but that's fine. So, I had an elf on the shelf growing up. I'm sure so many of you did, and I would love to hear about them, what they got up to, their mischievous nature, pictures of them, whatever you got. Mine, his name was Marcus Aurelius. He was beautiful. I loved him. I was obviously big into Greek and philosophy. I think that's what it was. I don't remember. But my dad helped me pick out the name. He was big into that stuff too, and I was like, yeah, that sounds so cool. But yeah, he was a really smart elf, and he did really funny things. He would get into the bathroom and get into the food. He would hang out with my old dog, like my dog I had growing up. I was not old. God. I've offended myself. But he was such a funny boy, and he would mess with the food and mess with my siblings, and I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, I was always so excited for him to come home every Christmas. Remember, you couldn't touch him, but he would always write me letters, and he would always leave me notes, and I was like, oh my god, like, we literally talk, like, we don't even need to, like, it's fine. And one year he brought me one of his reindeer. Thought that was super cool. I don't remember the reindeer's name. I want to say it was something like Fluffy or like Cinnamon, like something very silly like that. But he was a cutie too. If I have them, I'll show you another time. They're not coming out today. But I love them so much, and I know that like everyone had them. There was people in my class growing up that their elf would allow them to touch them and like take them to school for like a holiday lunch. I don't think mine said that I could do that. I think mine said I gotta stay home, but I don't remember. If I'm being honest. But I did see a thing recently that parents are bringing up the fact that, I don't even know if they're parents, I could be lying to you. They're bringing up the fact that it's kind of the first version of like watchful eyes over children, and it's like, it's their first version of like Big Brother, and like that something's watching you and like making sure like you're behaving correctly. And I was like, damn. Like, I'm gonna respect this gets so serious, like it's just for kids. Like, I know, I get it. But like that makes sense. Like that's not far off. But I loved the idea of like, no, like the elf, like what we do, like people would comment this, obviously. What we do in my household is like the elf doesn't report back to Santa. It's that he doesn't want to be, like, he's like a lazy elf. He doesn't want to be in the in the workshop working, making toys. He wants to be out here having fun and like hanging out with the kids. And so, yeah, why don't we just do, like, why do they have to be watching them if they're being good or bad? That's what Santa's doing. Santa can already see that. There doesn't need to be someone in their house doing that. Come on, give the kids a break. But I thought that was so cute. Like, they just wanted to go and hang out with the kids, so they got away for the winter. I thought that was cute. And so obviously Snoop on a stoop got away for the winter because he wanted to come hang out with me. And he has little jingle bells. I hope you can see him. I don't know. He has little jingle bells and a necklace with a flower on it. It's very pretty. And he's got sunnies on too. These don't come off. Those are welded on to his face. And a hat. I wish he could be like a Groot. But yeah, tell me about your elf on the shelf, because I loved them growing up. I thought they were super cool and cute. And just one more thing this holiday season. I want to touch on a little topic. Not to get too serious, but I just want to remind people to remember that everyone should help out this holiday season. Everyone should help with the cooking and the cleaning and childcare. The cleaning and the cooking. Everyone should throw their hand in, unless they are disabled, sick, or, you know, pregnant, pre-lying things. I don't know what the circumstances are, but everyone should be helping out this holiday season. And welcome back to Tarot Corner. What do we need to hear this week? What's the collective need to know this fine holiday season? What should we look out for? What messages do we need to hear? You know? What do we need to know? Okay. I'm letting that happen. Let's see. That was the hangman that just fell out and I split the deck. So I thought that was kind of crazy. I'm gonna see what he means in a minute. thought this was a little bit of a longer reading. This is the last shuffle. Is there anything else that needs to come out? Okay. And that's all. Just because it's usually a one card pool. And she just started screaming, you know? Okay, so first up we have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man, we opened right up to it. That's amazing. Okay, so the Hanged Man depicts a man hanging upside down from a tree. This card illustrates the change of perspective, which is currently needed in this situation. If you are unable to find a new perspective, you won't open yourself up to a solution. Okay, so once you start seeing things differently, you can open yourself up to a solution for the situation that you're in. Let's continue. This is the Three of Cups, so I feel like once you change that, that's a very joyous card. Once you change that perspective, it'll be very good times for you, you know? The Three of Cups appears during times when you are meant to have fun, spend time with friends, and let go of everyday obligations and responsibilities. And it's the holiday season, so that makes a lot of sense, you know? Being present. Bro. Okay, so change your perspective on whatever is clouding you. And once you do, you can enjoy your time with your friends and your family and let go of your obligations and responsibilities. Okay, and then this came out. I know, so scary, the Tower. But I'm not afraid of the Tower. To me, it's like breakthrough, new beginnings, you know? I don't know. When the Tower appears, it's a warning that the current foundations of your life are beginning to crumble. What you've always known will no longer. What you've always known will no longer. And you'll have to rebuild your life from the ground up. Sorry, my brain went crazy. How you view these times will dictate whether or not you use them for growth rather than suffering. Interesting. So I brought up the hint, change that perspective. You know, might be a good time, but let's see what's going on with this Three of Swords, you know, in the heart. But just to finish off with the Tower, just because the foundations of your life may feel like they're crumbling, the change of perspective, that could be a good thing. You never know what can come from this new foundation that it's going to be rebuilt, you know? So let's go to the Three of Swords. We opened right up to it. This card represents true heartache, breakups, and the pain that love sometimes causes. So it's going to be a little bit painful. But you know what? That's okay, because you can't have sunshine without the rain. And that, not even that it just helps you appreciate the brighter days, but it also helps you appreciate your strength and how much you can endure and know that you can get through it and be stronger for it and be okay and be better for it on the other side. Trust me, I've been through some shit. But I'm glad I did, because it was worth it, and I know it's going to be sunshinier on the other side. But let's see what this Chariot card means, not to get into my things. The Chariot card. So the Chariot symbolizes the potential challenges and obstacles that you may face, but with the Chariot energy you will overcome them with ease and reach your desired goals. Now is the time to be prepared for opposition and to remember that you have the power to overcome them, okay? So the opposition is this heartbreak, I think. And you have the power to overcome them. What did I just tell you? Be grateful for your strength. And just know that you're going to overcome it with ease. So this change of perspective and letting go and being joyful with friends. And like, I feel like it's showing me like not to not pay attention to the foundation crumbling below you, but like let it happen and let yourself feel that pain and that heartbreak to know that you're gonna overcome it easily. And then let's see what this, oh, that's interesting. Okay, wait, I don't usually do this, but we're gonna take the 2 cards that were here. So it's the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords appears when you must remove yourself from a stressful situation and find time to rest and reflect. So I feel like that's the Chariot energy of like, leave, like, you're gonna, like, it's gonna be new and like you have to get away from what's like that heartbreak and like what's going on. And then so the Sun was under that, and so that's why, like, I don't know, it just really caught my attention. It's also the Sun, like, of course it's gonna catch your attention, but the Sun card appears, and this is a positive omen. Life is full of joy, happiness, and contentment. You have a positive outlook on your future, and doors seem to open to you by your command. This is a powerful time to take action towards your desires. So I don't know, under that is like the Two of Cups, so like that's union. I'm not gonna get into that, but I don't know. I feel like once you change the perspective and you embrace the people around you and like who uplift you and bring you that joy and celebration to your life, and you like let them kind of take away that scariness of like the Tower and like everything feeling uneasy, and then like also letting yourself feel that heartbreak and like what that is, but knowing that you can overcome it because you have that strength and that Chariot energy, like with the ease. Just don't even, sorry, I just need to remind myself. Yeah, like, know that you had to remove yourself from the situation of the foundations, like, breaking and everything for this Sun. Like, this is a positive omen, and, like, know that everything's gonna be okay, and there's a union maybe coming soon. I don't know, very interesting reading today. Know that you're stronger than, you're strong. There is nothing that you can't handle, and you can do it. And know that you have a positive omen, and good things are coming into your life. Just change your perspective, and feel your feelings, and trust that you're strong enough to handle whatever life throws at you, and that there will be brighter days ahead. I love you. Happy holidays. Bye-bye. I should have put this message, whatever. It's okay. Life happens. That was so much fun though. Oh, we're still recording on here, aren't we?